Hey, Happy. You got a minute?
I have several. Need something?
So, I heard a little about your past, and I was wondering if you wouldn't mind telling me more about it.
I see. So now you know, huh? Not the most pleasant story. What did you want to know?
I was thinking about how you asked all those questions about my mom, and I realized you were probably worried I went through the same thing as you.
Yeah, that about sums it up. You do have those mysterious powers after all. When I was little, some strange lady kidnapped me. I became a test subject for her twisted experiments. That's how I ended up with my condition, or whatever you want to call it. Not that it's life-threatening.
Safe to say my mom never did anything like that. I'm pretty sure I'd remember it if she did. She didn't really talk much, but I don't think she had a deceitful bone in her body. Her life was kinda just what you'd expect out in a village like that. She did keep to herself, though. Thinking about it more, it's possible she was on the run from someone.
That does sound a little worrying. But in any event, I'm glad you didn't go through what I did. And unlike me, it seems you've got a pretty good handle on your powers.
Yeah, I think I've gotten the hang of them for the most part, but that still doesn't make them safe. One day that sword might overtake me, and I'll turn into a monster. Like something out of a fairy tale.
If that ever happens, I'll just sigh and you'll come running. Then me and all your old friends would put you out of your misery. Now that's a real fairy tale ending.
Well, that won't give me nightmares at all. But if it ever came to it, I think that's how I'd like to go. Mercenaries need to use every weapon and tactic at their disposal. Maybe flinging these powers around isn't such a good idea. But right now, I need to do whatever I can to stay alive. Now honestly, I should probably take a page out of your book and only use them as a last resort. I think that's what makes you pretty incredible, Happy. You've got this power right there, but choose not to use it.
I think that means I just gave up. You're way more amazing because you're still trying. No doubt about it.
Okay, sure, we can say I'm more amazing. As long as you recognize you're right there with me.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Anyway, was that all? 'Cause I feel like I need to move.
Yeah, thanks for talking with me. You going to train?
Yep. Figure it couldn't hurt to put in a little effort. You should come too if you're free. I hope to see you there.
Come to think of it. Experiments, huh? What did that dream even mean?
Oh boy. I think I'm in over my head here.
Not often I see you sigh, Raphael. What's wrong?
Oh, Leone! I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you have a second to answer a question about bow making?
Sure, go ahead. But you do know that all our bows are pre-supplied to us, right?
No, I get that. Problem is, the ones they give us can't hold up to my muscles. Even if I draw the string back really carefully, the bow still ends up snapping in half.
You snap bows in half? That really shouldn't be possible.
Anyway, I'm trying to make a bow that I can use in place of the ones I keep busting, but I can't seem to get it right.
Well, you've come to the right gal. Give it here.
Thanks, Leone.
Okay, so it's much quicker to reinforce an existing bow instead of trying to make one from scratch. First, you wrap this around here and flex it like so. Then on the opposite end... And there you have it. I used animal tendons, which will absorb the force you place on the bow and make it even more pliant. This should be flexible enough to withstand even the burliest of your pulls. Give it a try.
Oh, wow, look at that! I'm pulling with everything I've got, and it's just fine! Thanks, Leone.
You're very welcome. But say, you're still pretty new to the bow, right?
Yep, but I want to get better, because using it makes my muscles happy.
In that case, I have an idea. I'm currently on guard duty, which means chasing off random bandits and monsters whenever I see them. Why don't you come with me on my next patrol? It'll be a great way to test your new weapon.
Oh, that would be great! You're really incredible, Leone. No one can beat you when it comes to bow stuff.
Well, I was born in a hunting village, so I guess it's sort of my thing. I imagine you've got different talents that just come naturally to you, right? And if I ever find myself struggling with one of your specialties, I'm sure you'll help me out.
You bet. You ever need a hand with food or workouts? I'm the man for you.
Yeah, I'm a card-carrying member of the Clean Plate Club, so I don't need help in the eating department.
Well then, just come to me if you ever want to put a little beef on your bod.
So, the time has finally come to invade the kingdom. Vargas is a region with a strong tradition of knighthood. I expect a fearsome opposition.
What? Are you scared, Lawrence?
Do not be ridiculous. Of course I am not frightened. Why must you insist on teasing me like this?
Keep a careful eye on your surroundings as we approach the border. You never know where the enemy's scouts could be hiding.
We're still a ways off from the border. I think we can afford to relax for the moment.
Enemy attack!
What? Did the kingdom get the jump on us?
No, Your Majesty. That flag the enemy's flying, it's General Randolph's.
Randolph? That boy must hate you so much he came back from beyond the grave to haunt you.
You mean as a ghost? Oh, this can't be happening.
Lysithea, please, calm down.
Maybe Randolph's family figured out what happened and are out for revenge.
Well, if that's the case, I doubt they'd be interested in hearing my excuses. We can't afford to exhaust ourselves here. Steady on, everyone. Prepare for battle.
Come on, Arval. Seriously? You can't drag me off to sleep like this when the battle's about to start.
Sorry, but we need to talk. Do you remember the warning I once gave you? Well, I've been struck by a similar premonition now. Something feels wrong. Very wrong.
Last time this happened, the Ashen Demon showed up and nearly sent me to an early grave. Are you telling me that's who we're facing here?
Hard to say for sure, but the feeling's worse this time around. Stronger. If the Ashen Demon does appear on the battlefield today, I fear we will witness something terrible, an act far more dangerous than we previously imagined.
Well, whatever's happening, I'm just gonna have to stop it.
So long as you don't put yourself in any unnecessary danger, yes. Remember, your death would cut both of our destinies far too short.
Why can't you just let me stay inside?
I fight for what's right.
My muscles will see me through.
Into the fray. They're attacking from the caves and the mountains.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry, I won't
All right, here I go. There's nothing these...
Not a problem. I've got this.
You can count on me. I'll...
Defeat the closest enemies first to secure the area.
The enemy forces are nothing to sneeze at. Is this really just Randolph's family?
Whoever they...
It's Bernie's time to shine!
Sure hope they got it. Time to make a name for myself.
Now it is my turn.
They are. They're most likely after you. Everyone, do not allow His Majesty to fall.
Some of these soldiers don't seem like they're with the Imperial Army. Maybe they're mercenaries?
So, they've got some mercenaries on their side, eh? I've got a sneaking suspicion I know who they hired.
At least we should be able to drive them back quickly enough. But you attract more trouble than honey does flies, Your Majesty.
Sorry, Judith. I promise I'll pay you back in full someday.
Take a breather.
I'll take over.
All right, here I go.
None shall surpass.
Take a breather.
I won't lose.
Fray.
We have managed to secure the area.
It doesn't look like they're going to lay down their arms. What would you have us do, Your Majesty? Launch a counteroffensive?
Not when we don't know the full extent of their forces. Could you all search the area and see what info you can dig up?
Here I go.
My apologies.
My turn.
Now is I'm here.
You don't think there's any information about the enemy forces around here?
Now is our chance. Those are the scouts we dispatched earlier. They might have some relevant information. Do not let it fall to the enemy.
Yeah, don't worry.
Now there is nothing.
Into the
Not a problem. I've...
fray.
These folks are all just Imperial soldiers. I don't see anyone suspicious.
They may have troops waiting to ambush us. Try to gain control of the area as you search.
Let's take them by storm.
You did. Did well to survive that. Please, share any information you have on the enemy.
The enemy general's name is Flish, and they have Gerald's mercenaries on their side.
I'll take over. They've spotted me. Now I've no choice but to engage them.
So, Gerald and his merry band.
Now is our chance.
They're here after all. If we could just pinpoint their location.
Wait, does that mean the Blade Breaker and Ashen Demon are here?
Well, this went downhill fast. We need to find out where they are.
Your efforts are admirable.
We're facing the captain's mercenaries again? No. This is no time to hesitate. I'll fight them.
I bear you no ill will, but it was your choice to come within striking distance. Is that really the best you can do? Well, it'll take more than that. I couldn't even buy us any time. How am I supposed to face Fleisch and the captain now?
If we assume Alois fled in the direction of the mercenaries, then the forest may be the best place to search.
Now we know who we're up against and where they are. That gives us the initiative. Gerald's...
All right. Here there's nothing to...
Yeah, let's do. Don't worry, I won't slack off.
Now is our chance.
Mercenaries are a formidable force. We need to find a way to split them off from the Imperial army. I'll act as a decoy to lure out the Ashen Demon. I'm counting on you all. Don't let me die.
No time to slow down.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
You can count on me. I'll do my best.
You are the king of the Federation, and you want to act as a decoy? Does sovereignty have no meaning to you?
I'll make the perfect decoy precisely because I am king. If you're so worried, then you'll just have to protect me.
They told me my mission was to exact revenge. I suppose I'll have to earn that advance they paid me.
We can't go any farther. We need to defeat the enemy and secure a path forward.
It's Yuri! Hold on! Let me try and talk some sense into him.
I've heard that Randolph's younger sister is also in the Imperial Army. Maybe that's who this Fleisch person is.
Then she's here to avenge her brother. Can't say I blame her.
Here I thought I'd feel something. I might actually kill you this time.
Kill me? Who are you again? You're done!
Would you stop being so pathetic? I know you don't really want to die here.
Well, when you put it that way. I guess I would prefer not to get butchered.
Where's the Ashen Demon? Let's hope they take the bait. Oh no! I charged too far ahead. This is so dangerous. I need to fall back.
That's the King of Lester! Do not let him escape!
Even if this works, I don't want to engage yet. You all cover me on my way back?
It's Birdie's time to shine!
He purposely charges ahead only to immediately retreat. He must be plotting something.
You must kill him, please! Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry.
All right, here I go. There.
I don't care about anything else as long as he's dead.
It worked. But there's no need to try and defeat the Ashen Demon. That's like asking to get killed.
This is our chance to slay the Ashen Demon. We can fight without anyone getting in our way.
I lost sight of him. Where'd he go?
Looks like you're trying to get in our way. Well, I'm not gonna let you.
Now it is my turn. Go for...
Into the
Not a prop. I'm here.
fray.
I'm not a child. No time to swap.
Apologies.
My turn.
Here it comes!
You're done!
I'll take.
Not a I'm here.
Go over.
Take a breather.
This may be my best chance to eliminate him. I'll just give that girl a little assistance.
You're done!
What? An ambush? The way out is in sight. We must defeat them and
Take
break
over.
Not a prop. I'm
through.
I suppose we cannot make any more games here. No sense in sticking around.
All right, here I go. There's nothing.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry, I've got it.
Time to make a name for myself.
Less.
What a creep! Who was that?
take a breather. There.
Afraid of you!
Into the fray.
Phew. I was worried.
It's Birdie's time to shine! Alright.
I was gonna get a sword in my back. Hey, Judith, is everything ready?
It's been ready. Now, luck.
Not a problem. Move.
The entrances to the caves. That's what they were up to?
Why haven't I heard anything from the mercenaries? I'll just have to do it myself then.
Now it is. There is nothing I cannot do.
All right. Here there's nothing to...
Got it. Time to make a name for...
Now is our chance.
Yeah, let's... Don't worry.
Fleisch has finally shown her face. Take her out while the Ashen Demon's gone.
I'll stay in the stronghold and defend His Majesty. Everyone else, go after Fleisch.
Can't be stopped. My opponent, you're finished.
Randolph, you were always there for me.
I wasn't fast enough.
We were too late. Not much we can do now.
Your employer is dead and we have you surrounded. I think it would be wise to lay down your arms, don't you?
Looks like we have no choice.
Gerald's mercenaries have surrendered. That wraps up this battle.
What can I say? You got us. You rolled right over us and took out our employer. I know when it's time to raise the white flag.
Wait, that's it? You're giving up?
We've faced you in battle many times, only to be bested at every turn.
Yeah, you've pretty much run us out of business by now. It's not easy finding new clients in the best of times. And no matter how good our reputation is, none of it matters if we can't actually win. At this rate, I'll have to stop calling myself the Blade Breaker.
In that case, can I interest you in a contract with the Leicester Federation?
You want to hire us?
I know we've been at each other's throats since before this Federation was even a thing. But you're mercenaries. You were only fighting to hold up your end of the deal with the Empire, right? And now that your employer is gone, you're free to serve whichever side you please. There's no dishonor in working for a new client.
Yeah, you should join us. I mean, by now we all know firsthand how strong you are. And sure, there might be some folks here and there who have reservations about you fighting on our side, but they'll definitely come around once they see how dependable you are.
What do you say? I doubt the Empire will have any jobs for us after all of this. No better time for a fresh start.
I agree. What about you, Alois? I know Leicester's another enemy of the Knights of Seros.
I've already made my decision. I have sworn to follow this fine captain wherever he goes. If my old allies want to come grill me over a fire, I'll just have to make myself more obscure.
That's a good one.
If I don't slay my foes by the sword, I will do so by the joke.
Well, I guess that's that. Just tell us when we start. I'll go talk to the group and smooth things over. You two, stay here with the client.
Got it, thanks.
Understood, Captain.
Glad to hear it. I guess we better tell the troops about our new friends here.
Yeah.
Gotta get stronger.
You have to be strong to...
Just gotta let my muscle...
Captain, I can't believe we're going to be fighting together. I'm so... This is so...
All right, let's just keep those tears in check, Leone. There's no need to make a scene.
Why is Leonie crying?
Apparently, that mercenary captain trained her when she was a kid. But she hasn't seen him for years.
Oh? And you must be the famed Ashen Demon, yes? Allow me to welcome you to the Federation.
I'm so glad you're on our side now. You know, now that I can... Would you mind demonstrating your power for me later? I'm curious to see if it's crest-related.
And hey, if you ever need a lifting buddy, you just let me know.
As you can see, we're thrilled to have you here. You know, it feels strange somehow. It's as if some part of me has been calling out to you this whole time.
I'm just happy to have another powerful ally on our team. Aren't you, Miriam?
Huh? Oh, yes. It's a pleasure to be working with you.
The pleasure's all ours. Isn't that right, kid?
It looks like everyone's happy to have them on board. I guess I had nothing to worry about after all. With all due apologies to Randolph's sister. I think it's time we moved on. Hey, wait a minute. Where'd my favorite mercenary go?
Sorry about all this, Arval. I know you've only been giving me your powers because you want me to beat the Ashen Demon.
Don't worry about it. It's for the best, right? For all my doomsaying, everything seems to be right as rain. Recruiting Gerald's mercenaries and the Ashen Demon was the right choice.
I hope you're right.
What's wrong? Feeling lost now that you don't have an enemy to chase around the countryside?
I'm not lost. I know exactly what I've got to do. Win this war. I'm gonna help Claude and my friends usher in a new age in Fodlan. Well, any snarky follow-up for that?
I suppose that's a fine goal. It's certainly worthy of the powers you command. If that's what you want, then I'll just have to help you achieve it. After all, I'm your partner in destiny. I'm here for you and you alone.
Golden Wildfire. The sword swings wide. Despite Flaish's attack, the Federation reaffirms their alliance with the Empire and finally begins their invasion of the kingdom. Seeing that Fargus is readying for battle, Claude plans for a short engagement. With a cunning scheme at the ready, his army trespasses into Fraldarius territory.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Sedith, we are grateful you could join us.
I would be remiss to ignore something that so clearly concerns the Church. We are here to discuss the latest developments in Leicester, correct?
Indeed. I think it's safe to say that Claude's reinvention of the region and collaboration with the Empire came as a complete shock to us all. Thus far, we have been able to dedicate our forces solely to the battle with the Empire in the west. But now we must dispatch troops to the east as well.
The Federation's military force is hardly significant. We shouldn't have to divert much attention from the Western Front.
I would not be so optimistic. Not after what happened in ALL. If you recall, the Knights of Seiros were completely wiped out.
Yes, it was a terrible loss. We didn't even have time to send reinforcements. It still pains me to think on what became of Catherine. We heard her unit encountered the Imperial Army, but the complete lack of survivors strikes me as suspicious.
I see. You believe the Federation may have had a hand in the matter.
Precisely. Furthermore, the territories of Burgundy, Seward, and Albany previously wished to defect to our side, but have since reversed their positions. Perhaps their sudden change of heart can be attributed to this incident as well.
If only we'd been able to welcome those houses to the kingdom, we would have a slightly stronger position in the east.
The Church initially acted as an intermediary with those houses, but I fear it would be too risky to continue now. I'm sorry.
Considering their iffy loyalty, they wouldn't have been reliable anyway. If we'd taken them in, we'd just be regretting it now.
That may be true, but it is yet another card we are no longer able to play. Our options now are severely limited.
All we can do is hold the Western Front, and watch the Federation like a hawk to see what their next move will be.
I know we are not privy to the details of the pact between the Empire and the Federation, but would it be safe to assume that the followers of Seiros in Leicester have abandoned the Central Church in favor of the Southern Church?
They've certainly severed ties with the Central Church. but it seems they have elevated the Eastern Church instead.
And the Empire allowed that?
They must have figured the war was turning against them and made that concession to secure Leicester's cooperation.
The Eastern Church. How is Fargus to survive? When we're beset by enemies to the east, west, and even north, I think it is time we devote ourselves to finding an answer to that question.
Well, we've managed to secure the immediate area. I'd say that makes our landing a success.
Clearly, the kingdom was not expecting our sudden appearance this far north.
They sure weren't. A certain somebody's suggestion to take the unexpected route was right on target.
Technically speaking, it was my suggestion.
I was just talking off the top of my head. I didn't think we'd actually be able to invade by sea.
Maybe it was off the top of your head, but I considered a myriad of options before arriving at that proposal.
And we have Nadir to thank for helping us make our sea dreams come true.
Oh, it was easy enough. All I had to do was secure an official order from the king. None of our merchants would dare disobey that.
You managed to convince the King of Elmyra to sign off on this?
Convince isn't exactly the word I'd use. I merely placed the paperwork in front of him, at an early hour, when he might not have been fully awake.
You did what now? It sounds to me like he had no idea what he was signing.
It's not as if it's a big deal. We just borrowed a few boats for a bit.
And let's not forget all the assistance Margrave Edmund gave us either.
That's right. Being able to use his ports certainly cut down the length of our voyage.
I'm glad my adoptive father was able to help. Shortened though it was, I can't say my stomach enjoyed the trip.
Good to see you're all as relaxed as ever. But let's get back on task. Our plan's working so far, but we've still got a lot to do. I just hope our little invitation was accepted.
The Srang forces saw our movements just as we planned. They've been inspired to strike, and soon, I expect. It's possible they're already marching on Gautier territory.
If that's the case, then we can't afford to stand around talking about it. We'll head out as soon as we're ready. We'll make our way through Fraldaria's territory and strike Ferdiad, the kingdom's capital.
How about this? I'll take care of it.
One step at a time.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Good to see you.
Do you have a minute?
All right.
Have you need of me?
Doing all right.
Got a sec?
Whoa! Unbelievable.
Oh. Did you know?
Let's see.
Well...
It's you.
Let's see.
Right.
Greetings, friend. Greetings, friend.
What's going on?
Let's think about that. I see.
How can I help you?
Please be listening. I must be telling you.
Let's see.
Yes.
You there. Impressive. Oh. I see.
I've been waiting.
How may I help you?
So, yeah. Oh, man.
Hey!
No.
Over here.
Time to work you into shape.
I just want to go.
With
proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
This is a way to get...
Another trick up.
Glad I I bet...
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I never pictured...
That should come in.
How?
This...
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
There's nothing to fear.
I'll remember the
Prowess. How's...
I had the...
I could...
Let it...
Hey!
Honestly, that was kinda lousy.
A new power.
Fair enough.
Time to work, you can't wait to see how you do.
Yeah.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid.
Claude, what?
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid.
This is one of my...
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
So.
Wow.
This is...
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
So.
Thanks.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Care to make yourself useful?
Would you not?
Sure.
We all must do our care to make yourself useful.
Counting on you both.
Let us give it our...
Leave it to me.
We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful. We all must do our fair share.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Hi, friend.
Let's see.
Uh-huh. Long story short,
Right.
Huh.
Hey, you. Well, that's obnoxious.
Hey there.
How goes it? So anyway...
Hey!
I suppose so. I see.
Excuse me.
What do you think?
Indeed.
Oh, it's the captain.
Yeah, handle it any way you want. This should be an easy job for you.
I'll report back when it's done.
Sounds good. We're gonna take care of some other matters in the meantime.
Why are you making that noise, Leonie? You got an upset stomach or something?
No, I don't. You know how the captain and his mercenaries joined forces with us?
Yeah, I'm so glad you get to fight with him again. Oh, wait. This is the first time you two are actually fighting together, right?
Yep. I haven't seen him since we parted ways when I was a kid. I've never been in a battle with him or anything. So, yeah, I'm happy, but... Ugh! I can't take it!
Wait a minute. Is this about his kid?
Yeah, though we're practically the same age. But only one of us has the captain's full confidence and a cool nickname. We're both mercenaries, for crying out loud. And I was the captain's first apprentice.
But you're not family. You can bet that Gerald would have trained any child of his from birth. A whole lot longer than you.
Ugh, you have a point there.
And if you want to talk about age, Alois has been with him since their knight days. Which means it's likely that he was actually Gerald's first apprentice, right?
Hey, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
In any case, it's kind of a given you wouldn't be on the same level. I mean, they haven't just studied under Gerald. They've had years of on-the-job training with him. Plus, you don't have any weird powers.
You mean like you do?
Yeah, but our powers are completely different. To be honest, I want to best the Ashen Demon too. I've been striving to do that this whole time, but still haven't managed to pull it off.
Is that right? You know, even if we teamed up, I'm not so sure we'd win.
I don't know about that. With the two of us together, I think we might actually have a shot at it. In fact, I think my money would be on us. Want to set up a challenge sometime and see what happens?
I'm all for it. After all, the captain has a saying. Better to fight dirty and win than play fair and lose.
Yeah, that sounds like Gerald. For a mercenary, all that matters is the outcome.
Exactly. You know, I'm really glad you're here.
Same goes for you, Leonie. Now let's stay sharp and show the Ashen Demon up our own way.
I admit this is not ideal. We should retreat and regroup.
What did you expect? You practically waltzed right up to an enemy patrol.
I thought if I pretended to be an ally and struck up a friendly conversation, they wouldn't notice.
That's why I tried to stop you. Not even the greenest rookie would mistake you for an ordinary soldier.
Regardless, it was a learning experience, so our efforts were not entirely in vain. Now let's head back before the enemy finds us.
They've probably got a bunch of search parties out looking for us. We might draw too much attention if we're together. Splitting up will improve both our chances. I'm sure you'll have no trouble on your own.
That's fine by me. It'll be easier for you to slip by on your own as well. Let's rendezvous in front of the nearest Allied encampment. We should arrive before dawn.
Got it. Good luck out there.
You as well.
Finally. Don't know how, but I made it back without getting spotted. Took longer than I expected, though. I wonder if Holst got back before me. Doesn't look like it. He knows this area better than me, so I doubt he got lost. Could he have been captured? Huh? Is that... Holst?
What's that? Ah, you made it. Apologies, I must have dozed off. I was up all night fighting.
Fighting? So the enemy found you?
Quite the opposite, in fact. I happened to stumble upon one of their guardhouses and figured I should destroy it. I kicked down the door, only to find myself staring down a platoon of heavily armed soldiers.
You didn't even check before you went in? Bold.
And that's when their reinforcements showed up. I had to deal with them as well.
Oof. Yep, here you are, safe and sound.
Safe, maybe, but completely exhausted. I probably should have looked before I leapt.
That's for sure. Another lesson learned, eh, Holst?
That's right. There is no end to what the battlefield can teach us, and I'm a lifelong learner. Care to accompany me again sometime?
Or have you grown tired of my antics?
Hey, I'd be glad to tag along. I've still got a lot to learn. After all, there's never a dull moment with you around.
I'll take that as a compliment. I think you and I truly make the best of partners.
Hey, Claude.
Oh, Hilda. What's up?
Ugh, don't ask. It's just been one meeting after another lately, and they all drag on forever.
What, bored of them already? Can't say I disagree with you there. But we've taken the Alliance in a brand new direction as the Leicester Federation. Of course, not everything has to change, but the things that do need to get decided soon. So it's only natural we have so many meetings, right?
I know. But if you ask me, these are more of a hassle than any round table ever was. Honestly, Claude, I never thought you'd end up as our... king. It's kind of weird, you know?
Well, I had a lot of opinions coming at me from all different directions. And this ended up being the solution I came up with. Hard times like these call for more than the Round Table was ever capable of. We need a fierce leader willing to face the world.
I get what you're going for, but having that leader be a king, I don't know, it makes me uncomfortable.
I get it. But trust me, everything I'm doing right now is what needs to be done.
Hey, Claude, is this really what you wanted? To be the king of Leicester? You always struck me as the kind of guy who went wherever the wind took him. A free spirit. Someone who would find someone else to lead and nag them into taking the job. But right now, I get the feeling that your role and everything that comes with it are keeping you tied down.
No, I wanted to rule. I'm sure of that. But I didn't realize that's how you saw me.
Claude, you're not alone. We're here for you. Yet off you went, taking the throne all by yourself. Were we just getting in your way?
Of course not. It's honestly because I have you all that I was able to make that decision. I know I'd never be standing where I am now without the support each and every one of you has given me.
If that's true, then you shouldn't be so afraid to ask us for help. I'm more reliable than I look, you know.
Right. I'll be sure to take you up on that, Hilda. I mean, I did think I was already doing it, but I guess it wasn't enough.
Oh, definitely not. You've got a lot to learn from me, Claude. I'm practically an expert at relying on people for help.
Nobody tops you in that regard, that's for sure. I'd be honored to have you as my teacher.
How you feeling, Raphael? Everything healing up?
Hey, Hilda. Yeah, I'm fine. This is nothing.
Well, that's good to hear. Still, don't go pushing yourself too hard, okay?
You know it. Thanks for looking out for me.
You really were incredible out there today, you know? I mean, even if you did get sort of reckless at times. It kind of reminded me of my brother, actually.
What? Holst? Well, I sure appreciate you saying so, but I'm nothing compared to that guy. He's strong as an ox, a master of every single weapon, and has muscles bulging out of his other muscles. His workout routine must be the stuff of legend. I'd give anything to be like him.
Yeah, he trains literally all the time. It's no surprise the two of you get along like a house on fire.
I also appreciate how much he values his family.
Yeah? Because I sure don't.
Aw, don't say that. He's just being a good big brother who's looking out for his little sis. In fact, the last time we met up, we had a great time swapping stories about our sisters.
Wait, so you were talking about me? Ugh, I really hope he didn't say anything weird.
It wasn't weird at all. We were just chatting. See, when she was little, my sis couldn't fall asleep unless... And at some point, while we were talking, then Holst told stories about when you were little. Said,
Stop! I'm not interested in stories about myself, and especially not stories like that. This is all unbelievably embarrassing. So let's just bury the whole conversation in the world's deepest hole and pretend it never happened.
It's It's not embarrassing. It's nice. Anyway, I eventually told Holst how sad and lonely I was to be living apart from my sister now. And he said he's sad he never gets to work with you, even though you're in the same army. And we ended the conversation by promising to always keep our sisters safe, no matter what.
You promised each other? Ugh, I swear my brother is always like this. What if he gets even more overprotective now that he has you for a big brother buddy?
Holst is overprotective? Huh. I never got that impression.
Well, he's better than he used to be. I mean, at least I don't have to send him constant letters now. Still, according to what Balti told me, Holst apparently said, and I quote, "I will be the one to decide if her future husband is good enough."
My sister's gonna call the shots on who I marry, too. She told me so.
Wow, our situations could not be more different.
All right. I think we've done as much as we can today. Let's rest up and prepare for the next battle.
Well, this is new. You're not usually the one suggesting we take time off.
That's because there's been too much to do lately. I haven't had the chance to showcase my natural laziness.
Come on, I don't think there's a lazy bone in your body. You really should take more time for yourself, Claude.
I'll consider it.
Your Majesty, an urgent message has arrived from Deirdre.
Uh-oh. This can't be good.
The city is being attacked by the Almiran Navy, and they're calling for any aid we can provide.
What?
Almira again?
After the defeat they just suffered at the throat? No. It must be someone else.
I agree. These are most likely pirates who have assumed their name.
Either way, they've got to have a pretty sizable force if they can attack an entire city. We should send any units that are ready to mobilize. Who do we have?
My army can't spare much at the moment. To be honest, we're always a bit undermanned. Still, we might be able to send a couple of folks. How about me and Judith?
You? But you're the leader of the entire army.
Well aware of that, thanks. But as luck would have it, we've got a bit of time before our next battle. Besides, Judith and I know the terrain, which means we've got the best chance at ending things quickly.
Going back to Deirdre will be a stroll in the park for the two of us.
Still, I wouldn't say no to a seasoned mercenary tagging along. Eh? Eh?
Not sure I follow.
Really? Because I was laying it on pretty thick. Look, it's you, okay? I want you.
And here I was looking forward to a little time off.
Well, seeing as the king himself is making the time, how about you buck up and do the same?
Yes, ma'am. Of course, ma'am.
Glad that's settled. Let's go. No problem, I got it.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Yep, those are pirates all right. And they sure made a mess of the place. Time to sweep it clean.
Charge! Come on and hand over all your valuables. You don't fancy getting dragged back to Elmira, that is.
Still keeping up the act, hmm? What if a real Almiran heard you?
What these sea dogs lack in skill, they make up for in sheer numbers. If we're not careful, they can easily overwhelm us.
Not a problem. I've got...
Folks are clearly as scared of Almirans as ever. Otherwise, intimidation tactics like these would never work.
A sad truth for most, I'm afraid. Why, until I met Nadir, I thought all Almirans were savage, bloodthirsty beasts.
These pirates aren't so tough once you get them on shore. Still, I bet there's more where that came from.
More of them, is it? Let's knuckle down and put them in their place.
Your Majesty, pirates are raiding the harbor storehouse and plundering the goods inside.
Well, that sounds bad for business. We better get across the bridge and put a stop to it.
We'll strike at their weakest point.
You know, if Fodlan just looked outward a little more, our opinion of Elmira might change for the better.
Easy, Your Majesty. I know you're friends with Nadir, but that doesn't mean you should start siding with his people.
Sorry!
They split up. Now's our chance to raid the city and harbor at the same time.
We're too short-handed to deal with them all. If only we brought more soldiers.
You didn't call for me, kiddo, but I'm answering the bell anyway.
Nadir, what are you doing here?
I can't stand by and let a bunch of pirates drag Elmira's good name through the mud.
It's as good as ours!
Charge!
Take your final bow! Now leave!
This so-called Elmiran Navy is a joke. Nothing but cowards and cravens as far as the eye can see.
Well, they've certainly got nothing on you. Feel free to relieve as many as you like of their duties. I won't let your lives be wasted.
You're on fire today, Claude!
That takes care of the pirate invasion.
A bit more trouble than I expected, but we got through it all right. Sorry. Take your final bow. Now leave!
Did you see that, kiddo? I kicked all those pathetic pirates right out of the harbor.
So they didn't get away with any of the goods? I really owe you one, Adair. Another one, actually.
Looks like the pirate leader is camped just outside the city.
Then let's deal with them and finish this. All units, move out.
Uh-oh. That one's an Almiran for true. And not just any Almiran. I'm the one and only, Adair the Undefeated.
Well, he's certainly enjoying himself. I'd better dig deep or he's gonna steal all the fun. Sorry. Gotcha. Go ahead and blame me if you want, but no one stands in the way of my goals.
You really pack a punch, don't you?
If I may, Your Majesty, I've been wondering if you have some special attachment to Elmira.
Lester fought against Elmira for years, so I've grown to know them. That's all.
You must think I'm pretty dim if you expect me to believe that.
It was worth a shot, but all right, I get it. Let's talk about it after we deal with the trouble here.
Hey, kiddo. Don't you think it's about time you told her the truth?
Yeah, I've been intending to for a while now. She's not the type you can hide things from for very long anyway.
I got this!
I should have just quit when I was ahead.
Your greed made you careless. But don't worry, I've got a reward for you.
Ha ha! Let this be a lesson to all imposters! You have to get up pretty early in the morning to fool an Almiran.
I think we could leave the rest of this to the people of the city. Time to be going. Nice work, everyone. Deirdre and the harbor are both safe now.
We'd have been toast if Nadir didn't show up.
You've got a long way to go if third-rate crooks like that are giving you trouble.
In our defense, we'd have been fine if we could have brought a few more soldiers along.
I don't know, kiddo. You're good at the whole confidence side of things, but not so hot when it comes to actually sealing the deal.
A man who calls himself Nadir the Undefeated says I'm overconfident? That's rich.
Ugh, cut it out, you two. This friendly banter is going to make me sick if you keep it up. You clearly know each other better than you're letting on.
Say, kiddo, maybe now's the time to, you know.
Ah, right. Actually, Judith, this is probably a good opportunity for me to come clean about something.
I'm waiting.
My mother is an Elmira, and has been for the last 20 years.
Lady Tiana. Huh. Well, that's a bit unexpected, but not altogether surprising.
That's where I was born, Elmira. And my father, he's the king.
Wait. So that makes you an Elmiran prince?
I am. Sorry I didn't tell you before.
Well, this certainly isn't something I expected to hear today. Still, I imagine it's not easy to bring up. So what's your deal? You don't seem surprised by this at all.
Yeah, I never heard any of it directly from Claude, but I thought as much. I figured it out right around the time we fought Shahid.
Oh, right. So that would have made him your brother.
Different mothers, but yeah, he was my older brother. I didn't want to fight him, I really didn't. But, well, for the sake of both Fodlan and Elmira, he had to be dealt with.
Your brother thought he was doing right by Elmira, in his own way. There's always been unrest in the royal family. Everyone fighting over the right of succession. But that man would have been a terrible king. His lust for power just consumed him.
So does this mean my little Claude is going to return to Elmira and seize the throne one day?
I don't know. For right now, I'm more concerned about my duties as King of the Federation. Eventually, I plan to tell everyone about where I came from. But for now, keep it to yourself. I don't want to make things more complicated than they need to be.
I won't tell a soul so long as you answer me one question. Have you ever sought to deceive us? Either as the leader of the Alliance or as king?
Never. Lester and Fodlan are my home, and I intend to fight for everyone who lives here. So, do you trust me?
I do, little Claude. Or your majesty, I should say. Just don't let me down.
I won't, Judith. And thanks.
I fight for what's right.
My muscles will see me through.
Time to move.
My time to shine. time to put my plan into action.
Holst Sigiswald Goneril has entered the fray.
Looks like I'm up.
This is all my fault.
You can't let it end like this.
I command you to help me!
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
All right.
I can't be stopped!
You're finished!
We won't let this opportunity go to waste.
Your luck's run out.
I'm dragging the others down.
You couldn't touch me.
Way to go, Host. No way we'll lose with you on our side.
It's not over.
You've done well. I give you my thanks.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
You can't let it end like this.
Hey, that went pretty good.
Though cornered, we must remain calm. Panic will only invite further disaster.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
We can ill afford defeat here.
I can't be stopped. You're finished. My apologies.
No problem. I got it.
No challenge at all.
Sorry. Take your final bow. Now leave!
See? We mercenaries know how to get things done.
The Sreng army aims to strike? But we just drove them back a few months ago.
The last incursion involved only a portion of their might. This may be the work of those who did not take part in the previous attack.
Fortunately, it would seem their forces are few in number. Even so, we can ill afford any interference with the Margrave's work.
It's been almost 14 years since King Lambert and I fought the Srang armies together. They have always been a warlike people. If they've learned that Fargus is in crisis, they would jump at the chance to take advantage of it.
So then the question is, who informed them of our current difficulties?
Are you in here, Boar? We've got a problem.
What is it, Felix?
The Federation army has invaded Fraldaria's territory. They're marching westward as we speak.
The Federation? But how? I thought our eastern border was sufficiently prepared.
They came by sea in giant ships and took over a port town on our eastern shore.
Since when does Leicester have a navy capable of transporting a full army?
That's what I'd like to know. But whatever the answer, they're here now.
No matter how big the ships, there are always limits to how large a seaborne invasion can be.
That's true, which means they'll want to avoid any unnecessary conflict. I would expect them to march directly west.
So they're going for the capital then. We need to stop them before they reach it. A job for the Shield of Fargus, if I've ever heard one. I'll go home and get ready to intercept them.
Your Majesty, I ask that you permit me leave to do the same. As the former Lord of Fraldaria's territory, I cannot turn a blind eye to these interlopers.
Understood. I will send you some of my personal soldiers as reinforcements. Just promise me you'll both come back alive.
So, what do you think?
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further service.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result. Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
I look forward to a worthy opponent.
Who, me? Fine. What's the plan?
Off to work.
Who, me?
Let's move out.
My turn already?
Stir your spirits so that we may deliver our allies from danger.
My job is to ensure we emerge victorious.
Move out, everyone!
It's not over. I'll not falter. Now is our chance. They cannot stop us.
Here goes. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry.
I beg your assistance at once.
Our time has finally come!
Got you! We've got an emergency! Send backup!
We won't last at this rate. We need assistance.
One step closer to victory.
Now is our chance. They cannot stop us.
Location secure.
That should do it. Here goes. Yeah.
We did it.
Fight like this! I'm bleeding all over the place!
Okay, let's go.
That went well.
I can still fight!
Here goes. Yeah, I got it.
Now is our chance. They...
Like this. Good enough?
No mercy.
Maybe I should have held back.
Remind me not to get on your bad side.
Hooray! That's sweet smell of success.
Is that all we've got?
We'll show them how determined we are.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry.
Here goes.
Now is our chance. They cannot...
Here goes. Yeah,
That went well.
Am I really this strong?
Incredible! Heroics like that will secure your place in history.
No mercy.
Rescue complete.
I still got an idea? I'll get everything ready. Greetings. Oh no.
Time to go to work.
Just turn me loose already.
Let's move out.
Anyone hoping to walk away from this better steer clear of me.
Yeah, we can win this!
I claim this land.
We need some help, and...
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry.
Not a problem. I've got... Not a problem.
You shall pay for this, you hear?
What's next?
I'd accept another challenge from you anytime.
Way to go, host!
Not a problem.
How can I face my comrades after this?
We did it!
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
That went perfectly! All thanks to me, of course.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry.
Take a breather.
This position will grant us an advantage.
All right, it's no use. We can't gain any ground.
What's next? Right on.
Now is our chance. They...
All would be lost if I were to die here.
still improving.
Punch first, ask questions later, eh?
I knew we were kindred spirits.
Bring it down!
Yeah, let's do this. Don't.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Enemy down. Out you go.
No, not yet. I'm not letting you steal my thunder.
Out of my way.
Into the fray.
Sorry, we weren't strong enough.
That's enough, right?
I'll have my fill of bloodshed.
Let's do this.
Take a breather.
We brought it safely under our control.
Out of the way. Out of the way. Here it comes. You're done.
This battlefield is ours.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? See you around.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? 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 See you around.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
You've come a long way. Think it's time.
Let's at least wait until I've won a few first.
Yeah, that's enough. Not.
Time to work. Can't wait to see how you do.
Stay focused.
My time to shine.
I'll do my best.
I will show you true nobility.
No mistakes.
Goddess, please protect us.
You can rely on me.
Forward march! And don't let me catch you lagging behind! Everyone, advance!
I got this!
This stronghold could be important.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Please, excuse me. Is this okay?
Retreat! Let's try this. Let's...
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
Okay, what's next?
Maybe I should have held back.
It's a relief to have you on our side. You're one formidable enemy.
This is all my fault.
No, not yet.
This is all my fault.
Did I meet your expectations? Excuse me, is...
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Now it is my turn.
Not yet.
Let us begin.
Now it is my turn.
I got this.
I'm sorry, but we will be...
Please, excuse me. Is...
taking this land.
Let's try this. Let's see. No problem.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
Just as I thought.
I know we can count on you.
Final bow. Now leave.
I won't run away anymore.
Indeed. What say you? What are your thoughts?
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Time to work you into shape.
You've come a long way.
Let's at least...
Yeah, that's enough. Training can be... Can't wait to see how you do.
Good to go.
Oh, yeah!
Let's clean up.
I'll do my best.
Ready and willing. We can't let them take this land. Defend it to the last.
I'll turn things around, no problem.
Move out!
taste more bitter than blackest coffee.
Looks like that's it for us.
Didn't realize I had that in me.
Clark, you're incredible.
Gotcha!
So this is defeat.
We won't lose, no matter what.
Now leave!
I think I'm outmatched.
This will help secure our victory. Gotcha!
Together.
Go ahead and blame me if you want, but no one stands in the way of my goals.
People are gonna be lining up to follow you, Claude.
We're done for. The rest is up to you. That takes care of that.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
I think I'm outmatched.
It's done.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Give me something to smile about. Let's have a little fun. Stand in my way and I'll cut you down.
I won't let your lives be wasted. Take your final bow. Now leave!
Claude, you're incredible.
No one gets past me.
I see.
Time to go to work.
Yeah, let's go. I've got this. I'll do my best.
The fight starts now.
Goddess, please protect us.
Yeah, we can win this!
Yeah, let's do that, don't we?
Enemy down.
Impressive. I'd expect no less from a veteran like you.
Commence the mission.
The stronghold's ours. Time to get going.
That's enough, right?
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Away. Here it comes. Take this. You're done. My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
I hope I can fight at your side without slowing you down.
Right on. This place won't be a problem anymore.
I do hope you'll make this fun for me.
Don't mind if I do.
Ha! That was a piece of cake.
Well?
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Never a dull...
Because we're...
Wait, is that it? Can't wait.
Training can be... With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Hey, Nadir, you see that fortress over there? You think there's any way we could slip past it instead of trying to take it?
I wouldn't recommend it, kiddo. You know they'd just get us from behind if we tried.
Yeah, you're probably right. Come to think of it, what are you even doing here? I don't remember requesting extra muscle.
Ah, don't be like that. I gotta find a souvenir to bring back, since I borrowed all those ships.
What kind of souvenir are you hoping to find in Fargus?
In case it had escaped your notice, Nadir, the Federation Army strictly forbids plundering enemy territory.
Is that so? Well, if I can't get any actual souvenirs, I'd better have some rip-roaring stories to share when I get home.
If we manage to topple Ferdiad, I can guarantee it'll be the rip-roaringest story you'll ever tell. But before we get there, I guess we'll need to do something about that fortress.
I'm sure the king is well aware by now that we're advancing towards Ferdiad. And you should know that the lord of this territory, Duke Fraldarius, is also called the Shield of Fargus.
Wait a second. Didn't one of our old classmates become the Duke of Fraldarius? You know, that one guy, Sylvain, I think.
It was Felix. There's also a chance his father, the former Duke, will be here as well.
And of course, there will be plenty of soldiers inside that fort. We will need to proceed with utmost caution.
I could practically hear your teeth chattering, Lawrence. Don't worry, I'll protect you.
I am perfectly capable of protecting myself, thank you. You just focus on your job and leave me to mine.
We need to be ready for anything here. We're going all out this time, folks, so spare no effort.
I fight for what's right.
Good to go.
Off to work.
I'm ready to be battling.
head on us.
They cannot stop us.
All right, here I go.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
I'm here to help. Initiating the operation. Let's go, everyone.
All right, here I go. There's
All would work as well as trying to break a boulder with our skulls. We can't exhaust our troops before we hit the capital. So we're going to blast open the gates and take them by storm before they have a chance to react. First, we'll need to secure the surrounding area to create a path to the gate for our combat engineers.
Now, charge and attack!
No problem, I got it.
We've almost got the area secure. But how are we going to blast open the gates?
Fire magic and barrels of alcohol. The force from the blast should... Well, I won't spoil the surprise. Gotcha!
Now we should be able to proceed to the front gate without issue.
Excellent. Engineers, do your thing. Everyone else, guard them while they work.
The Federation is plotting something, but we'll put an end to that. It's time for our ambush.
Begin. I've got this. Take a breather.
I figured they wouldn't just sit back and watch. Defend our engineers at all costs.
You're done!
All troops on standby are to support the engineers. They must finish their preparations as quickly as possible.
Whatever their schemes, we can't let them do it. Open the east and west gates.
Yeah, let's do this. I'll back you up. Yeah, let's do this. Forward, hug!
Now is our chance. With me.
And clear away the enemy from the front.
Gates to the right and left have opened. All who are able, fight your way inside.
Let's see how this goes.
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry, I won't slap.
Now is our chance. They cannot stop us.
Not a problem. I've got this. Initiating the operation. Providing support.
No problem, I got it.
Sorry. They're almost ready.
your final bow. Now leave! If the enemy gets... Let's try this. Look, it's too close. They won't be able to set everything up. We need to take down the surrounding enemies now.
Initiating, providing support.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry.
All right, here I go. There's nothing.
Now is our chance.
They're changing places.
The enemy is preventing the engineers from working. We must do something immediately.
Not I've...
All right, let's take them by storm.
All right, take it down.
I'll take over.
Now there should be fewer enemies targeting the engineers.
No problem. I get.
I'm in. Witness my true power!
No escape!
Let's try this. I'd better back them up.
Now is our chance.
I got this.
Do not let it fall to the enemy.
I hate to lose this stronghold. Changing places?
Take a breather.
Talk about flashy! You blew that massive gate wide open!
That blast was everything I hoped it'd be. But it looks like there's another gate ahead.
Wonderful. The troops who hit with the engineers can now rejoin the battle.
I won't let you take another step into Fargus.
Is that Ash? I'd like to avoid killing him if we can.
I will fulfill my duty as a knight. Prepare yourself. I'm fighting for His Majesty. I can't lose now. You're strong. I don't know if I can beat you on my own.
Ash, Dimitri wouldn't want you to die. If you care for him, you'll surrender.
Okay. I give up.
All right, we're gonna blast through the other gate. Protect the engineers.
I'm going out there. I don't have it in me to stand by and watch.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Initiating, providing.
not let them destroy another gate. Take out the engineers.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry,
All right, here I go.
More enemies? We have to stop them.
I see no reason to spare invaders who force their way into our home.
Now leave!
Is this it?
Breathe.
Let's try this. Let's see how this...
Either.
We won't make it in time. Hurry!
Not much longer now. Defend the engineers!
The enemy is preventing the engineers from working. We must do something immediately.
All right, take it down.
My turn.
We changing places?
We're safe now.
Splendid! We are able to invade the fortress. Now it is but a simple matter of overwhelming them with numerical superiority.
Take your final bow. Now leave!
I'll take over.
My turn.
Now is our chance. They cannot stop us.
Reinforcements are on their way.
Let's... My turn.
Protect the Duke and Lord Rodrigue until they get here. It's time to swoop in and take the stronghold. Advance!
All right, here I go. I'm going ahead.
Hey, I'm doing pretty well today.
Nothing better than working for a skilled employer.
It is an honor to die for Vargas. Fool! What is the point if you don't survive the battle?
Felix, I leave the rest to you.
Hear me! We will all make it through this and achieve victory together!
Yes, my lord.
We've cleared out most of it. Not much left to do now.
Into the fray.
No problem, I got it.
Our comrades have fought too bravely for us to stand idly by.
I hoped to hold out until reinforcements arrived. They forced my hand. Time to...
Now is our chance. They
dive into the fray.
I'll take over. Your luck's run out.
You shall not take one more step towards Ferdia.
I must heal him quickly.
I can't be stopped. Clear out! You're finished!
Forgive me, people of Fraudaris. I have no choice but to retreat.
We just need to take out one more general, and then we win.
The battle will drag on if the enemy commander is healed. My apologies. We will have no more of that.
Oh, I spy Lord Rodriguez. Now is our chance. Toby proves to be a worthy opponent. We'll rush the stronghold at once.
This is nothing.
I can't hold out much longer. I need to escape while I still can.
Great work, everyone. Time to celebrate our... Huh?
Elite soldiers of Gautier, advance! Crush the southern weaklings! I can't be stopped! You're finished!
My turn.
Kingdom reinforcements are here. If they want to fight, we're going to have to engage.
Take a breather.
Rodrigue, retreat with the Duke. I have secured an escape route for you. Leave the rest to me.
Matthias, you fool. Return to us alive. Promise me.
I'm sorry, Rodrigue. Lambert and I will be waiting for you on the other side.
And that's another victory for us. Well done, everyone.
It would appear the Kingdom forces have withdrawn. I guess that means we've won.
Woohoo! All right! That was some tough opposition, but we've gotten pretty tough ourselves. Really? Because it still feels like you're barely trying out there, Hilda. Do you see how much I'm sweating? I don't think I could try harder even if I wanted to.
At this rate, we really will be able to mount an attack on Ferdiad.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Don't tell me you thought Claude was lying.
No, it's just... I guess it's starting to feel real now. You know what I mean, right, Marianne?
Yes. Let's all do our best.
Claude? You don't seem all that happy about our win.
Did you see Margrave Gautier's last stand? He sacrificed himself so his allies could escape. Let me ask you something. What do you think about chivalry and the other knightly virtues?
Don't really have a strong opinion about it either way. It doesn't mesh with mercenary life, you know?
Fair enough. I can't say it speaks to me either. All the same, watching someone as famed and respected as Margrave Gautier die for the sake of others, it was something to behold. I admire how knights are willing to sacrifice themselves for their friends without any hesitation. I really do. But it occurred to me that so long as we're fighting the kingdom with its long tradition of knighthood, there are going to be a lot more sacrifices. It reminds me just how important it is that we end this war as quickly as possible. And once we do, we have to create a world where deaths like these are no longer necessary.
As honorable as that sounds, I was not aware that was our objective here.
Oh, we're still doing this to safeguard Leicester's future, and to free ourselves of the Church's antiquated customs. None of that's changed. But I believe that beyond all this fighting lies a future where lives will no longer have to be sacrificed. A world where everyone will be free to live however they choose.
People being able to live as they please. That certainly does sound amazing.
It sounds like something worth risking our lives for.
If anyone can make it happen, Claude can. No. Wait, I take that back. All of us can.
Now that's a future worth believing in.
I'll believe in it too.
Well then, Your Majesty. Shall we press on?
You bet. Let's go end this war. We won't stop till we reach Ferdiad.
There's still...
Yep.
I found...
Listen well, Sylvain. You are to be the next Margrave Gautier. I expect you to stand in my stead against foreign threats, and to protect your king, your people, your friends, and your family. Which, of course, I failed to do. Forgive me, Sylvain. I know I was a terrible father.
So this is the part where you command me to succeed my father, right?
Yes. The Srang forces are growing bolder in response to the Federation's invasion. We dare not leave so important a position as the Margrave of Gautier vacant.
I respectfully accept, of course. I've been bracing for this since the moment my father departed. Ha! Me, the head of House Gautier. What will my brother say?
I doubt he will have much to say at all at this point. But we will send word to the western outposts nonetheless.
Sylvain, you have my deepest apologies. It was only because the Margrave sought to secure our escape that he...
Don't apologize. It would make my father's sacrifice meaningless. What he did wasn't for pride, house, or the kingdom. He gave his life to protect his friends. It was what he wanted to do. My father did whatever brought him the most satisfaction. That's how he lived his whole life. I promise you, he had no regrets. In fact, when he left the castle, he was beaming in a way I'd never seen before.
But if we'd only fought with a little more skill, the Margrave wouldn't have died at all.
We're at war, Felix. No matter how hard you fight, there are going to be times you just can't win. House Fraldarius fought well. The battle was so brutal that even Ash had to surrender.
Sylvain.
No. All of my hatred is reserved for these invaders. This foreign threat. They take everything from us and think nothing of it.
Golden Wildfire. 2 kings. The Federation army moves through Fraldarius like lightning. It will not be long until they march on the capital city of Ferdiad. However, it is unclear how the Federation forces will be able to capture Ferdiad, let alone seize control of the entire kingdom. What is the true purpose of their invasion?
What is it, Arvel?
Perhaps you've forgotten by now, but think back to the battle at ALL. Amidst that blazing battlefield was a man named Myson assisting Fleisch. Do you remember him?
Yeah, now that you mention it. It had totally slipped my mind, what with all the excitement of Geralt's company joining us.
I have to say, your companions don't seem particularly concerned about the true nature of your powers. But have you yourself forgotten as well? About Tomas, and what you witnessed at the monastery 3 years ago?
Huh. Guess I did, yeah. I think I see what you're getting at, though. Tomas and Myson had similar powers, and they were probably working together. Which means maybe and maybe your power.
Is everyone here? There's something I'd like to discuss with you all.
Ferdiad is already in our sights. What exactly is there for us to talk about now?
Don't tell me you're calling off the attack.
No, of course not. This is actually something I've been mulling over for a while now. Let's say we win the next battle and manage to get the kingdom to surrender. What's next for Fodlan? We don't have the power to rule the kingdom, nor any interest in doing so.
I imagine we'd work out some sort of joint governance plan with the Empire, then negotiate the rest from there. Although, given the difference in power between us and the Empire, most of the kingdom's territory would likely go to them.
Exactly. And what would Edelgard's next project be? Lester, making us a vassal of the Empire. The Empire takes control of us, and Fodlan's one big happy family again. I don't think that would come as a shock to anyone.
So, what are we gonna do about it?
We yank out the root of this conflict ourselves. We'll bring the war to an end on our own terms.
And by root, I assume you are referring to the Central Church?
I am. They're the one and only reason we're cooperating with the Empire, right? The Church wields their authority like some sort of righteous cudgel. The problem is, said authority was never theirs to begin with. They need to be stopped. That's the Empire's entire moral argument for this war. If they were to continue fighting after the Church is eliminated, it would be nothing more than blatant aggression.
But is it even possible to destroy the Central Church without conquering Fargus?
That's why we're going straight for the capital. Dimitri's going to answer that question for us.
Interesting. And what will he decide,
So we're basically forcing him to sever ties with the Central Church.
Ah, I see you do not need me to explain this one.
Exactly.
But the King of Fargus made a commitment to the Central Church when he granted them sanctuary. Decisions of that nature are not so lightly reversed.
Of that, I have no doubt. But if he refuses, this senseless war will only continue. The kingdom's lands will be ravaged, its people hurt or killed. I know Dimitri doesn't want that. And neither do we.
Ending this war with as few sacrifices as possible is something we should all be able to agree on. And if you do the math and weigh which option involves the fewest casualties, the answer is quite obvious.
I see your point. It does sound like it would be worth trying to convince him.
But would they do something so dishonorable? Fargus places a high value on chivalry, after all.
I don't know. But it's not going to matter unless we can actually get in a position to ask.
Hilda's right. We'll have to deal with this after the next battle, and that's assuming we can defeat Dimitri and his army. As always, I'm counting on you all to get us there.
Will this work?
I've got an ID. Yep. I've got this.
One step at a time.